So coming to respiration in plants. So as we know that respiration in plant is of which type? It is an aerobic respiration which depends on oxygen. And when we talk about aerobic respiration, the organism always ensure that they undergo such a mechanism or they have such a structure through which the sufficient amount of oxygen can be available for them. So when we talk about in plants the exchange of gases occurs through stomata. The stomata are the small pores or the tiny pores structure that are present on the aerial surface of the plants, upper surface of the leaves. So when we talk about the gaseous exchange in plant, apart from that, to each and every cell, the oxygen is made available through a large intercellular spaces that are present in the plant cell that ensures that each and every cell is in contact with the air. So through this stomata, the carbon dioxide and oxygen are exchanged by the process of diffusion. And when we talk about the direction of the diffusion, it depends upon the environmental condition and the requirement of the plant. So before starting with the respiration in plants, I would like to ask you, how do plants respire? Most of you might have heard that plants take in carbon dioxide during daytime and releases oxygen, whereas during night, it takes oxygen and releases CO2. So what is the reason behind it? We are going to see about it. So when we talk about respiration in plants, we observe that during daytime, the plants take in carbon dioxide and releases oxygen. Whereas during night, the plants take in oxygen and releases CO2. So what happens during daytime which makes it to release oxygen? So what happen, as we have talked earlier, that it depends on the environmental condition also. So during daytime, the sunlight is available for the process of photosynthesis. And all of you know the chemical equation for photosynthesis, which is being written over here. So what happens? The plant for respiration during daytime takes in oxygen as usual. But during respiration, the carbon dioxide which is produced by them is utilized for the process of photosynthesis only. Okay, so the plants take in oxygen and releases CO2 during respiration. But daytime, what happened? The CO2 which is produced during respiration is utilized in the process of photosynthesis, and during photosynthesis the oxygen which is produced as a byproduct is released in the environment, and hence we see that plants are releasing oxygen during daytime. So the CO2 produced during respiration is utilized in the process of photosynthesis during daytime, and the oxygen which is produced during photosynthesis is given out at daytime. And as the sunlight is not available for the plants at the night time, so no process of photosynthesis takes place, and hence the plants seems to do a normal respiration. That is what they take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. So respiration in plants can be summarized as what? The plant take oxygen and produces CO2 during respiration. But during day, as sunlight is available, during respiration, what all amount of CO2 that is produced is being utilized for the process of photosynthesis, and during the day the oxygen which plant release in their environment is the byproduct of the photosynthesis, whereas in night, as no sunlight is present, no photosynthesis occur, so plant seems to take oxygen and release carbon dioxide. This is how the plants respire, or it is the process of respiration in plants and the reason behind. Do you agree that plants take in oxygen during night and takes in carbon dioxide during daytime? Or it can be asked as, do you agree with the statement that during respiration in plants, during daytime, it releases oxygen, whereas at night it releases carbon dioxide. Give reason to support your answer. So here you know the answer for it. So thank you all. Hope you might have understood the process of respiration in plants.